Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. And off screen I spent some time as well as some money in order to set up some rail stations. Yes indeed, we are getting into rail. As you can see here at the bottom of my screen here in West Malling, we have, of course, a passenger station. And originally I had this station set up down here, as you can see. And the only thing is, I didn't really want to have the station there. I do have the bus station here off to Upton, and we have the harbor here. But the only problem was that I didn't really want the town to expand out in this area, because I will be adding a second harbor here, and I will be having a rail station for freight here as well. And I know for a fact that the town would most likely grow off in this area, and I want it to kind of grow off in this area as well, up here as well. And so I decided to just, after I placed the station here, which with the amount of terrain modification that happened, it was about $350,000. I used a no-cost mod to remove this and put this one in. This one was actually a little bit cheaper, and I built this road, extended that, and so we have this here. And what I would like to do, we are going to take the bus West Malling RT2 line, and we are going to extend it to come right into here. So Victoria Street into here and then back to there. So we have that connected up. Over here in Upton, we have this curved station, and it comes here along the hillside, swings around, and will cross over. It will bridge over. It's going to cost a fair bit of money, but other than that, we're going to try to keep this as pristine and tree covered as possible, just because of reasons. So yeah, the coal mine just sticking up over the trees, and you know what? This is going to be the Upton coal mine with a capital. Yeah, how about that? So that is the Upton train station, and I will probably most likely have a freight station rolling in maybe over here, possibly. I doubt I'll fit one in here, but yeah, about that. I might actually, what is this? This is the machine factory. If I take a look at contours, what I will probably do when I have more money than I can spend is probably level this completely, get rid of this hill, and basically put a freight station here, maybe within range of there. Although with that said, I would have to really, do I have to put it that close? Okay, well, I have to put it that close, so yeah, I will most likely be trucking the goods to the station. So that's rather unfortunate. But yeah, I would like to put one there, possibly, and then just basically have the cargo coming in like this and going out like that. Now, if I was thinking, I would have put my passenger station up here. Although, with that said, I think this makes a little bit more sense. The town kind of grew out here, and so we are going to need to eventually connect that up. We are going to come over here, and we have this passenger station. I decided to put it here to connect onto the harbor as well as this bus station, and have this run out that way, and of course run out that way. We have this track here, and I have a crossover here. So this is going to be interesting, but this is going to run out to here to a freight station, and I will most likely put the freight station for Grays out here, and then possibly run a line going like that, line coming in like this for any traffic going off in that direction. And I connected this up just in the event that I wanted traffic to go off in that direction. So yeah, about that. This is going to be a major freight harbor area with goods coming in, goods leaving, and all that fun stuff. So we are going to set that up, but not right now. We got lots of goods sitting here, and that did cost quite a bit of money to put in all that. Let's see, new vehicles. I had 4.96 million in new vehicles. I think I did that on screen. We had 2 vehicles, 2 water vehicles. That would probably be in a whatever that is, whatever it is. We had 1 Zoroaster and 1 Wilhelm, most likely, unless we put Riggies on. Zoroaster 225 and 187. 187, 225, most likely one of each of those. But we had construction costs of $2.34 million. And it says here 1.35 million in road tracks and only 29.7K in railroad tracks, which does not make any sense. Stations 894K to put in basically this station here, this station here, and this station here. And it was one of those things where I basically was lining it up trying to figure it out and I misclicked. And while I might have wanted to put there, I was like, no, I don't really want it there. So yeah, I removed it and put in a new one with the no cost mod because reasons. Anyway, we have lots of livestock sitting here, and yeah, this is just rolling. We're up to a production of 1,600, and we have no potential, of course, because we have a ton of livestock sitting here. Are we going to even have the space to put more vehicles on? We possibly can. Let's buy some horse carts. We are going to specify, of course, livestock, and we're going to put 4 on the line, West Mulling Farm. Those will feed on the line, and I just want to see if vehicles are going to bunch up or if we're going to not have any problems here. Picks up, picks up. They're queuing just a bit, but for the most part they are moving smoothly. Alright. And yeah, this should be fine. And they all get spaced out properly. There we go. Alright, no problem there. We can fit a few more. Although, with that said, now we're out of... Oi. And now we're running empty. Lovely. And we have food going off in that direction. Alright, we have 1 ship coming in here. We actually have 2 lines of ships rolling in. And we have 40 units for now. Yeah, that should be fine. And how about over here? We got 21 units of fuel. This is a limit of 800. We have 3 units sitting there. Anyway, what we are going to do, we are going to start building this. Although before I... oh wow, there is a ton of construction materials waiting there. Yeah, let's just do a quick check of freight. That should be fine. That should be fine. Alright, we're good. Got a lot of livestock sitting there. So I am going to buy some road vehicles, horse carts, and we're going to put this on the 02 line. Upton and Grays. And these should all be going here. Yep. Alright, so we have train station here. We have our bus line set up to here. Although right now we don't have any need for people to come this way. But we do want to create some need. Now, how am I going to run this? As cheaply as possible, ideally. We are currently sitting at a 121. And we are at a 131 here. So basically, if we can follow a contour line, we need to go up to at least that contour line right there. Or actually that contour line. If I can get over this. Although we'll go with Stone Bridge. And we're going to want to go with... Do I want that? I am going to probably want to reroute the road eventually. Although if I can get that too... We want to come from there. Alright, about this. For now, we're going to tear that out because we do not need it. And we are currently at a 132, so I kind of want to bring this on the flat because I don't really want to go up a hill. 138. No, we're gonna have to. Although with that said, I can always bridge that over. Do I want to double track it? Actually, I will want to double track this. And we are going to want to put in... Let's pull that back. And medium slope bridge. Stone bridge would be fine. 83.5k, wow. Steel bridge. Interesting. Okay. Let's go cheap for now. Alright. We are going to need to borrow money. Alright, we are going to want to come this way, although let's try to keep it at a minimum of 120. And we are going to want to hit there. Let's bring this across. We are going to borrow 500,000. And then we want to bring this around. Although I kind of want to dig down. coming in like that, so we want to pull this back. 132K. I really don't want to spend crazy amounts. Actually, that is going to be on the right side. If we just go from here, over here, what does it want to do for us? Tunnel and bridge. I'm thinking no. What I'm going to do though, right now we are currently at 125 and we need to get to about 129. That's fine. We're gonna borrow another 500,000. We want to go up to a stone bridge, although do I want the bridge out this far? You know, it's probably going to be cheaper than an embankment. We'll do it for now. And now, coming in like that. And we'll just double track it. 342K. Alright, so that's on the right side. Now from here over to here, 382K with a tunnel. If we choose to slice it off, that's 583. So an extra 200 to dig it out, which is actually not something I'd want to necessarily do. That'd be 120. You know, let's do that. Borrow another 500,000. Another 208K. 112. And then another 48 to finish the line. All right about that. Now this is going to get expensive since we are going to have to bridge over. Already up to $9 million in loans. Yeah, about that. And as we can see, even though we're building a rail, road tracks, for some reason, it's not under here. What is this? 29.7K in tracks. For now, we are going to just start up the Westmoreland to Upton rail line. We have this set up. We do not have signals all the way because, of course, we just built that stretch. So I am going to take a look at the depot by train. So we have the D1/3, 40 kilometers an hour, 1850 to 1897. And actually, one thing I would like to do, there is an achievement which is the kind of the opposite of the antique line, or not really the opposite. It is the museum line. Build one line containing at least one of every passenger road vehicle that was available between 1850 and 2020. I would like to build this, so I'm going to have to at least make sure I buy and hold on to an existing vehicle of every era. So a stagecoach as well as a little bit of saw. I have until 1907 to buy one of those. Of course, if I don't buy it and it expires, I'm not going to be able to go for that achievement. Yes, about that. D13, we have the Borsig. These are the only two trains we have available. 45 kilometers an hour, 90 power, 20 kilonewtons, 50 power, 15 kilonewtons. This legendary railway was known as the Spanish Brotelbahn, named after a delicacy of Baden, Switzerland. The Borsig, 1862 to 1910, top speed of 45 kilometers an hour. Borsig was a German company based in Berlin. For that time, the locomotive was a very competitive model, but it was still manufactured without a roofed cabin. 123 versus 220. What are the wagons we have available? The D1/3 car or the Bavarian car? And we have these 4 capacity, 5 capacity wagons. Do we go with the D/D1/3 or the Borsig? What's twice the running costs? You know what? For now, we are just going to run one of these. We're going to borrow 500,000. And for now, we are just going to put 2 wagons on the line. That gives us 12 capacity. Wow. 94.6k for 12 capacity. That's 189k for 12 capacity versus like 252k for the basic model of actually this is the more comparable one. 2 of these 155k. Actually, although with that said, the early locomotives of the time, yeah, about that. So we are going to set this to a new line, and we're going to specify this as this color. We'll go from here up to Upton, and for whatever reason it's deciding to go back in on itself. We are going to force it to use platform 1 and platform 1. Really? One-way signal here. Oh, I see what's going on here. Yeah, I would need to finish up the track to have it double tracked. There we go. Alright, so that is one way. Alright, I bet that. So that is going to run on that line there. And we are going to hit the play button. And take a look at our D1/3. All right. And so we have our first passenger train. And what I'll probably do is just connect this up to here. Let's just ride aboard it. Although what I'm going to do, we are going to rename this to be TP West Malling, Upton. And we just want to see what kind of speed it gets up to. Let's hop aboard. Let's run it at 2-speed. Oh wow. There's a little bit of a slope. Yeah, I will eventually smooth that out. Here's our passenger line over there. Yeah, we did a little bit of cutting. Well, on the one hand, we did not miss out on the early era of European trains. We now have our first European train in the 1870s. And so, nice. There's the river over there. Although I'm going to definitely want to smooth this down. Just for the scenic purposes and all that. Short little tunnel. Coming over to a bridge. Crossing over our road line. And then coming into Upton. Which of course has a nice scenic rail station. And do we have anyone on board? Anyone showing up for a ride over to West Malling? From what we can see, we don't. Alright. That was the maiden voyage of the West Malling to Upton train. We are up to 710k in the bank. So with that in mind, let's at least start on the next stretch. So we have this here, we need to cross over. And I'm thinking... do we... simply do that? 520k for a bridge like that. Or we run like this. Actually, we want to get into here. This is going to cross over. Like that. Let's bring it down to about there. Yep. Now here's a question. If I were to, because we could possibly save a bit of money, although that said, that's going to be a little expensive right there. $94.5k. And then that could be a possibility. So we try to bring this across. Although with that said, by the time we get over here, you know what, I'm thinking we just go for it. Yep. I'm gonna go Stone Bridge, and I just might single track this. We're going to want this probably getting to about there. Just curious, that is 120 regardless. Yeah, let's take that. And 260, 308. Yep, we'll take that. And we have 147k left in the bank to finish this line. Let's go there. Kind of want to aim for right about there. This is over on the right side. Let's just let things run. Although with that said, let's do the contours. And actually I want to kind of, for now we'll be saving a little bit of money by curving it. Try to stick with the contours as much as possible. Yeah, that's fine. Try to get as flat a like that. We have 10.4k left. And actually, alright, that's on the left side. And this is on the right side. Bother. October 20th. There we go. That's just, I think that's, yep. All right, so from here on to the other side is 37.9k. Yep, let's do that. And we have, yeah, a loan of $9.5 million. There we go. Although then we're going to need to cross it over. We have this bridge here. It's going to be 107 to there. 140 there. Are we going to have enough time to get that? Without going another 500,000 in debt? No, we're not. Hopefully, we will of course generate some interest on this line. What is the frequency for the rail line? 11-minute frequency. Oh. 173K in the bank. Nice. Yeah, let's... Yeah, sure. All right. And how much are we going to need for this? Let's do that. We might as well eventually get it double tracked. And what are we at for income? 3.95 million in the hole. We have an income of $6.65 million last year. We're up to $5.82 million this year. It is only November. We have running costs of, actually no, that's water costs. $2.91 million of running costs, and we've exceeded, actually that's I think 11 months worth of running costs, because the running costs come out at the start of the month. New vehicles, 1.17 million, only 312K. That is dirt cheap. Yep, it is very easy just to get a basic. Although with that said, do we even have... Yes, we do. Okay, good. Do we have anything coming here? No, we don't. All right about that. What is the frequency of this line here? The frequency of this line, Bus Grays RT1, is 104 seconds. We might want to add a few more buses on that line. Let's speed it up, see if we can get some income coming in. There we go. And set line, Bus Grays RT1. $65 seconds. All right about that. And what is the frequency down here? Although we haven't even extended the line. So, yeah, about that. This is 76-second frequency. It's making 11.8K, so that is something. What I'm going to do is we are going to road depot, buy vehicles. We're going to buy 2 of these, and we're going to put it on Bus Westmoreland RT2. So this 6 via Springfield Road, that is going off in that direction. So at the moment, Westmoreland Bus Terminal, bus station, rail. Alright about that. Let's let things run. And where's our train? Oh, the train's all the way back here. We have 127K in the bank. And it looks like we have our first passenger. Actually, come back. There we go. We have our first paying customer. Although that said, it looks like we have another one. You know what? $41. He is looking like he wants to go to the... Yes, he does. Nice. Alright. We have our first passengers. And now, on this line, do we actually have vehicles? We have one. I actually might want to have a second one just because we have these stops here now. or have multiple vehicles on that line. Yep, we're going to buy up some for bus Upton RT3. Because we actually have a need for this line. And now what we can do, we have 130k in the bank. What I'm going to do, we are going to extend this over here to Grays. Yeah, I will get to it. And then back here to Upton, we are going to, of course, want to find a way to connect up all stations. For now, what I'm going to do is we are going to just connect that like that. West Malling. Whoa, 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 no. What? I've had this happen before. What is going on here? Why is this doing this? That would explain that. And then back over here to Upton. So West Malling, Upton, Grays, and then back to Upton. So it should be able to go this way. Here in Upton, we want this to use Terminal 2. TP West Malling. So, okay, West Malling here. Then Upton. And then West Malling, Upton. Going back. It should be able to. The issue here is at Grays. I just want to make sure that it can. It should be able to. There shouldn't be any problem. So it can go this way. It can cross over onto that track. So the issue is this side not connected? And the issue, of course, is that we have a one-way signal. All right about that. So we are going to want to do a temporary crossover, I think, for now. Like that. All right about that. Now, 155k. The line is currently frequency of indeterminate. We want this line. Actually, yeah, it's going to be having to come into platform 2. And this is heading to. Why is the frequency in? Well, let's speed it up. We actually have 377k in the bank. Do we put a second train on the line in order to ramp up the frequency? We have 2 people sitting here. And just to confirm, he has a preference for fast. Hey. And he has a preference for fast. Shop in Upton, work in Salterton. Nice. 44 people sitting there. And only one person there. That's right, we have ships. Alright about that. You know what? 377k on the line. You know what? Let's get a second train going. D1/3 and the D, just to make sure. Yep. No. D1/3. We're down to 64k. Select line, Westmoreland, Upton. We're now at a 12-minute frequency. And we have 3 people sitting here. Nice. So now what we would like to do is just finish up the line. Although at this point in time, what I will most likely be doing is ending here. Although we will build what we can before the end of the year with the money that we do have. Although with that said, we are going to want to have signals and crossovers. Yeah, about that. That train is there. That train is there. Although with that said, we are going to need at least a couple signals. Let's build them right now. We're going to put one right here. I'm going to throw one here, and then I will do the rest off screen. There we go. So we have there. We're going to put one in before the tunnel. And I'm going to put one right here. And yeah, we are going to want to have eventually and let's let that run. Let's also throw, say, signal right here, crossover, and a signal there. And actually that allows that to cross over like that. Nice. Alright, anyway, at this point in time, what I'm probably going to do, you know what, let's just see how much rail we can build. And then we will wrap things up at the end of the episode. Let's just get this double tracked. And it shouldn't cost too much money. We have 47k left and another 14.4k, 33.3k in the bank. We have a loan of $9.5 million, but we do have a passenger rail line between Westmoreland and Upton, with, of course, Grays as well. And we have some warnings here. The Dunwich Construction Materials Plant says to try to ship more items. We have no production. We have no potential. We have 400 potential for stone. Yeah, about that. Is this just an issue of... Seriously? Dunwich, only 3%. So what's your issue? Why are you not seeing demand? Anyway, let's just let things run until the start of the next year. And then we will kick off in the next episode. Possibly doing something else. It is December 31st. There we go. January 1st, 1875. And we have the Class 53 Prussian G3. Let's just take a look at that and to see what it is all about. By trains, it is a 50 km/h top speed engine, 38 tons weight, 160 kilowatts of power, and 60 kilonewtons of tractive effort. How does that compare to this? Slightly faster top speed, slightly heavier, almost twice as much power, and 3 times as much tractive effort. For, of course, almost twice the running costs. So that is that. Class G3 was a family of 6 coupled medium-powered tank locomotives for freight trains. So this is a freight train. 388k versus 220k. Alright, about that. So we might consider putting those on the line, although we would definitely want to run these. Although for now, I think we're going to stick with the D13 unless we need more power. And then we go with the Borsig until, of course, other stuff comes along. Anyway, at this point in time, I'm going to take a break here and we will continue off with more Transport Fever European Free Play series in the next episode. It was an expensive line, but we did get it set up, and yeah, it'll be profit all the way because, of course, this is going to ramp up the passengers. The fast passengers want to travel. The fast passengers will be able to travel in style. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SB Gaming. As always, have a good day.